Yeah, nah, dude. You're contemplating some shit.
This is not a game. This is real life, okay? The friend, the person who broke him into the industry, Chad Gable, gave him his boots to wear for his match so that he could qualify.
It's starting to get to the point that it's like you said, let's just break that group up. But if you want to be a tag team, cool. If you want to go singles, cool. But this whole Judgment Day deal, it was good when it first started. Now it needs to go bye-bye.
What's up, guys? Lift and Love.
Lift and Love here. Where did you pull this question from? Why is that?
Lift Love. Crochet. We out.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Lifting Love Network. We still don't have a name for what this is going to be, but this is going to be the Raw Recap Show. We're not calling it Raw Recap because that name's already taken, so we got to come up with something else. What are you thinking for a name?
Dude, I was thinking of something on my way here.
Go ahead. Let's hear. This is live. I have not heard what he is about to say.
I was going along the ways of Outside the Ring podcast.
I like it.
You know?
Yeah.
We do deets on everything in and outside of the ring. All the major announcements, buzz, scoops, and rumors.
Some would say scoopability, but no, like we genuinely don't have a name for this podcast. This is going to become something that we do on a weekly basis. Hopefully, we're going to start streaming and like watch-alongs, and we're going to be doing PLEs together. You're going to see our genuine live reaction. That is the goal of this. But right now, we're just two clowns sitting here at a table in the middle of my living room.
You gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah, as Drake said, started from the bottom. Now we here. Anyway,
No comment. No comment.
so someone's sipping that haterade. Anyway, what we got first? I think we got
Fruit
some
punch flavor at that.
I don't think we could do a live show because what I was about to genuinely say, I know we could cut out. But anyway, so we got some huge news today, or well, this past weekend. Unfortunate news, in my opinion.
Yeah.
WWE has released R-Truth, and according to himself, Carlito is going to be leaving in 2 weeks. I want to hear your initial thoughts real quick.
Well, it sucks for R-Truth because he was the life. He brought life to certain moments that you wouldn't even think that will be something comedic.
For sure.
Like, the random things that comes out of his mouth, you're like, he didn't just say that. But then you're dying while thinking that. And then you're like, that's why we have R-Truth. You know? Like, he can cheer anybody up. You can be really pissed off, and he'll come and just say some random shit, and you're just like, I feel better now. But, yeah, it was sad. After 17 years, WWE decided to let go R-Truth, not to renew his contract. And, I mean, it sucks to say it. Yeah. You know? He will be missed. He will be missed.
I mean, I literally remember watching when the R-Truth character came about and he debuted. They gave him a whole crazy vignette and talked about his jail story and kind of, crossed the lines of, like, real life and, the character that he's playing. And, What's Up came on, and he was, like, the hottest thing. And then he kind of always was a funnier guy, but he really kind of became, like, a comedy wrestler. And two of my favorite R-Truth moments is when he was talking to Paul Heyman and Brock, and he was like, this Sunday, I'm going to throw your big self over, Paul Heyman. And he was like, I'm not even in the match. And he was like, you got to face Brock Lesnar. And he goes, and then he was like, well, now that I know that, for the first time ever, I'm dequalifying myself for the match. And I was just laughing so hard. And then the segment when he comes out with Triple H, and he's like, I can see right through you, Tommaso Ciampa. And it's Triple H because he thinks Gargano and Ciampa are and Tommaso Ciampa are DX. It's like he was just able to bring that comedic relief, and I think I want to say he signed his contract in 99, 2000. That's when he did the whole Road Dogg, K-Quick thing. I mean, he's kind of had a couple different characters over the year, but
17 years, dude.
Truthfully, and I said this right before we got on the pod, if it's true, and it's maybe he's genuinely just going to take some time off and then come back to the WWE. I hope that's the case. I really, really do.
I mean, WWE has the habit of bringing back wrestlers after a while, you know.
I mean, he's definitely going to get a Legends deal. I mean, without a doubt.
I mean, look at Rusev.
100%.
You know?
But I will say this is going to go down as the worst release of all time. If it's true, if he's, if he's gone 6 months or a year, he comes back, I think it'll all be forgotten. He just took a little long vacation. I mean, he is 53, 54 years old. He's older. And, in the wrestling world, you're on borrowed time after 42, 45. Like,
I mean, look at Ric Flair.
Yeah, I mean, that's a super rare case. I think him and Hogan were kind of just wrestling for the money.
Yeah.
When
just to make the appearances and stuff like that.
Well, not only that, dude. When you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to appear, yes, I'll bring my walker and my arthritis medication, but I'm pulling up. But no, in all seriousness, it will go down as the worst release of all time. I truly hope it's just, hey, the numbers didn't look right. Your contract did expire. Let's talk about it. Or
what I'm thinking.
They genuinely want to shock people, take him away, and it's calculated. Hey, go on a little sabbatical, take 2-3 months, get healthy, come back. You're going to be thrown right in.
Why not write something in the script that something happens to him, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh man, what the hell? Who did that to R-Truth? And then he's gone for like 6 months. But just like what they did with
Ricochet.
No,
that boy gone.
Yeah, he gone. But like they did with Jade Cargill. They found her on top of the car all jacked up. She took a couple months out, and then she came back with a vengeance.
So like with that, I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, it was a lot more political because she came in really quick from an outside company.
Yeah, I think
a lot of people didn't like it.
AEW.
Yeah, the trash company that will not be named. The awful quality camera people. Anyway.
They're trying.
They try. Yeah, I mean, a kid records a YouTube video. He's also trying. But, I get it. Anyway, I think the only reason I could see this being how it is because it's going to give the crowd a reason to want him.
Yeah.
Because if they write him off as he's hurt, as he's injured, we want Truth to heal. We want Truth to heal. They can't say that. Yeah. But, hey, we just released him. We want Truth.
Yeah, all night.
It was unbelievable. That could genuinely be a game plan.
But see, the thing that pretty much confused me, because I was thinking that way too. Like maybe they're just giving him some time off. He is up there in age. He's got family in Charlotte, North Carolina. So it's like, maybe he was getting a vacay, so to speak.
Yeah.
But every time you heard the "We want Truth" or "What's up," neither Michael Cole or Pat said anything about the crowd saying that. Yeah. And I think it's because they wasn't allowed to. So maybe that right there, I think maybe like they legit just was like, hey, thank you for 17 years, see ya.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a weird timing because he literally just not main evented, but he was like it was like one of it. I mean, no disrespect to Jey Uso and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I was way more looking forward to R-Truth versus John Cena than any other match on that card.
I mean, I guarantee you that was probably like, hey man, if this is gonna be my last match, I'd rather do it with you. Would you be okay with it?
Him coming out to John Cena's music is the most R-Truth thing ever.
He came out with his whole fit. And he was doing his moves.
There's a rumor online that he knew. Like, I mean, obviously but like they didn't want to. They wanted it to come as a shock because he held up the thing and said, "My last time is now," or "The last time is now."
Yeah. And
he didn't say anything. It truly breaks my heart. R-Truth is one of my favorite wrestlers. Character-wise, he's going to go down as one of the best. He brought, whether it was a serious moment, a funny moment, like he is the example. Like when they bring people up, when they teach people in developmental, how to be true to your character. He is the definition of that.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter what role he needed to do. He was that guy. He didn't care if it made him look stupid, if it embarrassed him, if it was silly, whatever the case is. He took that role and he ran with it. And honestly, it's a disservice to Truth that he never got a championship. Like, as somebody who's been a company guy for that long, I say the same thing about Santino Marella. I think Santino Marella should have had a world championship run. I think the same thing about R-Truth.
Well, R-Truth got what? All the mid-card championships, and that's it?
I mean, he is for what it's worth, he's the greatest 24/7 title holder ever.
Yeah.
I mean, him with a serious title belt, he could have had he still can. He is 54 years old, 53 years old.
He's still got
and he can still move.
He's still got a following. I mean, the crowd wouldn't have did what they did yesterday if he didn't have a fan base.
100%. 100%. And honestly, we could have made a whole entire R-Truth video because we're 10 minutes in and we haven't talked about anything else but R-Truth. That's how much, in all seriousness, that is how much R-Truth means to the business. As someone who's a big fan of him, I find it very hard to believe that there's not a plan in place for him to come back at some point. If I see him on AEW or TNA, not as much, but AEW or anywhere else, I'm going to have a hard time, like, not apologizing. What's the word? I'm going to have a hard time forgiving Triple H and everybody at WWE because you're talking about record sales all the time. Yeah. And if it's really a numbers thing at the end of the day, like real quick, these are real people with real lives.
I mean, if they want to do numbers, hell, Jey Uso is above Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they keep talking about, like, this is the highest grossing event. This is the highest grossing this, highest grossing that. At the end of the day, these are real people with real lives, with real families. I think
just like we are. Push everybody from NXT to come in. I mean,
1,000%. But I mean, he's still. It's not like he doesn't have anything in the tank. He still had. Like, did you see him on Saturday Night's Main Event? He looked great.
Oh yeah,
he looked better than Cena did. And you see the shape Cena's in. I think
he
can go toe to toe. Yeah, he can go toe to toe with anybody right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't want to think or believe that it was numbers. I think genuinely, 17 years in the business. He gave WWE a great run. It was just time, you know. I know Dominic's 20-year anniversary because he was in the game since he was 8. You know, there's other people that's been in WWE for longer than 17 years, but I truly think that this was R-Truth's farewell, and I mean, it sucks. It sucks.
I just genuinely hope we don't see him on any other programming because I don't want to think of R-Truth in another creative fashion. Like, I think R-Truth was the character he's always been meant to play.
Yeah.
You could see it with how he is, how he has fun with it, how he lights up. And, like, I mean, he loves it. I've heard his interviews. He loves it.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's probably going to end up on AEW.
I swear to God, if he ends up on AEW.
He's going to end up on AEW.
I'm going to have to get, glasses or something to not destroy my vision from the awful quality.
Because look at, just
listen, I'm so sorry, AEW.
Look at the track record.
Get your cameras better.
Look at the track record with everybody that went from WWE to AEW.
I mean, listen, honestly, if in all due respect, as much as I crap on AEW, I mean, that schedule's fire.
Their roster is all WWE people as well.
Y'all want to sign me? I'll work Wednesdays and Saturdays. Like, you know what I mean?
Take a couple bumps.
Yeah. But let's get to Raw. This is Raw recap. I mean, we're 13 minutes in and we've only talked R-Truth. It just shows how much you'll be missed. And Ron Killings, the human, the person behind R-Truth, I really, really wish you the best. Sending love to you and your family. And please don't go to AEW. But go ahead. Take it away, man.
Well, of course, the opening for Raw, we had CM Punk expressing his feels, frustrated.
Feels is one way to put it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, John Cena did get called a little biatch.
And him calling out The Rock for having a bald head. What did he say? You bald head bastard.
I mean, dude, CM Punk he's doing his thing.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
And he's another one that's up there in age.
Yeah, CM Punk didn't have this freedom under Vince. That just genuinely what it was.
Vince had a major fucking like control freak issue
For no reason. CM Punk was so good. Like genuinely to the point where him and Undertaker didn't main event.
Yeah.
Like that should have been a main event match. CM Punk should have main evented WrestleMania the first time.
Now I would, just to get a little off topic, but it's still talking about CM Punk. I would have liked a little bit more of the wise man with CM Punk after the whole Roman Reigns betrayal deal.
Yeah.
Because that would have like brought back some shit that happened years ago, and it could have been a good storyline. Roman Reigns pissed off once again because he lost the wise man.
I think it was just pure cinema how it happened.
Yeah.
If it wasn't such pure cinema, I literally, because our kid was sleeping, I literally was biting a pillow, and I literally I was it's happening right. The first low blow, I was like. Oh, like, that's expected. Like I saw that coming. He's with Roman.
Yeah.
The minute he dropped to the minute Roman did this, I looked at my wife and I said, "He's doing a double turn, babe." And she looked at me. She said, "What the hell?" I said, "I am about to scream." She said, "Grab a pillow." I'm like, and then he just boom, he just lays it in, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
But I think he really wanted to do that to Roman though, because he didn't just low blow
he
him.
laid it in
He
there.
like dug in his nuts, He was like,
I would love to have been a fly on the wall at that meeting. All right, so Roman, I'm gonna low blow CM Punk really nice and smooth, and then for you, I'm just gonna get the nuts in there.
I mean, he scrambled some eggs
Yeah,
that
yeah.
night. He scrambled some eggs that night.
But I love this CM Punk because he seems so free.
Yeah.
I feel like CM Punk before in anywhere he went, not even just his end of WWE, but even in AEW, he just felt like compressed.
Yeah.
He felt like he was like held back creatively, and it feels truly like right now. And I know him and Triple H have squashed the beef since then.
Yeah.
It genuinely feels like he is himself authentically.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm loving to see it. I will say, however, I'm kind of over him and Seth. I think they need to figure out another thing with CM Punk, whatever that is. I don't know.
Look at it.
How many matches have they had so far?
What? 3 or 2?
They love this three match thing.
But hell, he was beefing with Drew McIntyre for a while. They were going back and forth.
Absolute clinics. That Hell in a Cell match.
Dude, that was a badass Hell in a
Banger.
Cell. Yeah.
Banger.
Now that
Perfect.
if something like that's gonna happen between him and Seth Rollins in the future, cool.
Great. Yeah, I love it.
But where do we go? Because
need
he
something.
wants to go for the title.
Yeah. But again, going back to, and this, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. Our hot takes video. The WWE is so stacked.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all of this talent?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it? There is so much talent in the WWE. Like, I get it. You need to have a lineup of people.
Yeah.
But there's so much talent in the WWE that you're taking away from older guys, from younger guys, from mid-card guys. Like, it's a great. But at the end of the day, you can only have so many people on a show.
Yeah.
You have a 2.5, 3 hour show, and then now they're going to be cutting SmackDown back an hour. And Raw technically got cut by 30 minutes because now it's only like 2.5 hours. So you're cutting time.
Which I don't understand when it comes to Raw is on Netflix. There shouldn't be any
Brother, Vince McMahon would
time
be
limit.
with Raw on Netflix. Vince McMahon will be having 17-hour Monday Night Raws. I'm just saying.
Oh,
with
hell
this
yeah.
talent, and listen, I don't condone anything that he did.
Yeah,
Awful, the
yeah.
accusations against him. Obviously, innocent till proven guilty. I believe in the law system. I believe in all that stuff. But awful, and I don't condone what he has been accused of. With that being said, man was an absolute genius when it came to running a business and creative. Like, I mean, he was very last minute with things, but he was the greatest mind of all time.
Yeah, because I thought that with the whole Netflix deal that there was going to be a lot more freedom. They didn't have to get restricted just like how they were on network television. I mean, hell, they still can't even say shit on Raw.
Yeah, you watch the recap and it's just like, yeah, holy beep.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, what are you doing? It's Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, but
it really is starting to feel, and this is how I feel about WWE on Netflix. It's starting to feel like just a big commercial.
Yeah.
Because everything is branded, and I get it, right? I'm in marketing and I do social media and all that stuff, so everything is an ad. But like sometimes, like they didn't do the SmackDown.
Yeah, but their fucking ads is not just 30-second ads. They're almost 3 minutes long.
But not even that. They didn't do the SmackDown tag match at WrestleMania, but they did the Clash of the Clans New Day versus War Raiders match. That's the stuff I'm talking about, and you could see it on Raw. I still think Raw is tenfold better than SmackDown, but going back to the original point, I think it's just creatively something needs to be done. You have so much talent. Unless they're going to start dropping titles and having people not hold titles as long as they did, it's going to be very hard for someone like CM Punk to get a match.
Look at what happened to Jey Uso. Jey Uso's been in the biz for X amount of years, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, little different because he was only a singles guy for.
But that's what I'm saying.
A year.
His singles career, right? He goes, he gets a little popular. Everybody's yeeting, and he's selling merch. Yeah. He's getting up there with the big dogs. He wins the IC title. He only had that shit for what, 3 weeks?
Well, then another dog came into the picture.
Shout out, Braun Breaker.
Dude, that I've never seen. We're going to talk about it here in a second. I've never seen somebody be a heel that's gotten so much. Besides The Rock, besides Stone Cold, besides like the greatest of all time. Yeah. Like usually heels are
this current generation
are naturally
of wrestlers.
Booed. Yeah, like nowadays heels are booed. Baby faces are cheered.
Yeah,
he is still getting a lot of love, and I love to see. I think he's going to be a stud. I see it, and I see why they did it, but I didn't agree initially with him being with Seth. Yeah, I think you should put people in there who need that push. I don't think he could have been a world title contender already.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, dude.
But
this whole faction shit with Seth,
it's amazing. I want to say that it's amazing, but it's amazing.
I think it's kind of repetitive. They're doing the same shit that the Bloodline did. They're doing the same shit that Solo's Bloodline did. They're doing the same shit that the Shield did. They're doing the same shit that everybody else did. It's just now that Seth Rollins is the main man. They're dressing up just like Solo Sikoa's Bloodline.
Yeah, I think what really needs to happen is Seth. Right now, it doesn't mean anything. Seth needs to win Money in the Bank. I still believe Seth is going to win Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Even with El Grande Americano.
Chad Gable.
Have you seen El Grande Americano without his mask on?
No one has seen him with his mask on, but
Chad Gable has. Chad Gable has.
Yeah, because he is Chad Gable.
If you've never seen him without his mask on, you can't say that he. No. Have you seen? Have you physically seen him without his mask on? Yes. You've never seen him without his with his mask on, with his mask off. You can't say for sure.
Come on,
100%. Listen, Chad Gable was nice enough to lend him his boots. They got lost. They got lost in baggage claim, and the person who broke him into the industry, Chad Gable, gave him his boots to wear for his match so that he could qualify.
You don't say.
Chad Gable to me right now is best friend of the year. Okay,
that is a bunch of bullshit.
I'm just saying. But anyway, like. Again, creatively, it's so hard. You have so much talent. I mean, again, I hear what you're saying, and I do agree with a lot of your points. Like, it is Shield reminiscent, Bloodline reminiscent, but like, what faction isn't? Like, what faction isn't coming in?
DX.
Oh my god.
There's no faction after DX. No faction after DX that could replicate the same amount of energy and everything that DX brought to the business.
I think with DX it was just perfect timing. I mean, I think it was the perfect timing, the right people. I think it was a perfect storm. But
I mean, that
again,
started off the Attitude Era.
Oh, 1,000%. Here's my last thing I'll say about the creative side. I don't think that CM Punk is going to get a title match. I think before he like retires in the next year or two, he'll probably get like something. But immediately right now, now that he's out of the Money in the Bank because our El Grande Americano won and qualified.
Chad Gable.
El Grande Americano. Again, he lost his stuff in baggage claim, and Chad Gable was nice enough to lend him his boots. Luckily, they were the same size because they're best friends. This just makes sense.
Lenny, my boy. Come on. It's obvious.
This is not a game to me. This is real life. This is not a game. This is real life. Okay, don't get it twisted. It's not a plea that I'm copping. Okay, I'm just trying to be the bigger man. If y'all can quit popping off the charts, I'm just saying. Anyway, so it makes no sense creatively. There's no room creatively for CM Punk to be a champion right now.
Yeah,
like is he gonna become a heel? I mean, he hit. CM Punk and Seth blur the lines of heel babyface, and they've had for a very long time.
Yeah.
Seth is just so renowned, but creatively, unless CM Punk turns like ultra heel, or Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank and Bronson and Breakker become a tag team, the CM Punk is very far from getting a championship, and I don't know if this faction is going to work out. Those would be the two things that would need to happen for that. But like Seth Rollins needs the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else on Money in the Bank needs
they have a good narrative with Seth Rollins. He's trying to show power, and he's trying to,
like, I'm God, I'm the Messiah.
Yeah, you know? So it's obvious the route that they're going with Seth Rollins. CM Punk, it's when you came in, you were beefing with Seth Rollins. Then you started beefing with Drew McIntyre. Then you started beefing with Seth Rollins, So it's like now you're back to beefing with Seth Rollins. I could understand because of the events that took
led
place.
up to it. Yeah.
So it's understandable. But what is going to happen when that is no longer?
Well, that is the ultimate question, right? That is the ultimate question. And, moving on after this, it's just like, there's only again, I think also there's so many factions because there's so much talent.
Yeah.
The new bloodline, Judgment Day.
But shit, look how long that new bloodline lasted.
Forever. But they also brought in like 15 new people.
Yeah.
Zilla, if you're watching this, Zilla fought too. You need to be in the WWE.
Definitely.
And I'm saying this right now, and I'll clip this and I'll send it to you, and hopefully, you come on the podcast one day. That'd be pretty cool. But dude, I know that'd be gas. It's gonna happen.
But dude, can you imagine, like, hypothetically, like let's put our hypothetical caps on. Can you imagine Jacob breaking off from this new bloodline, right? It shows, that's what's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. You can tell. And then him teaming up with Jimmy, because I kind of feel like that's what's going on. Especially
him Jimmy, and Zilla.
Yes,
that'd be crazy.
Yes,
Zilla's young too, man.
Because why the hell was Solo trying to recruit Jimmy back? Like, you just like whoop his ass in the past year, betrayed him and all that, and now you're like, hey man, we're family, come on.
Yeah. And anyway, moving on. I think again, I think part of the reason you see so many factions in the WWE is that they have a talent problem, and it's not a bad problem to have when they have so much talent that they don't know what to do with them, so they just put 3, 4, 5, 6 people together, and I get it.
Look at Ivy now. She's part of American Made.
There's 4 people. Judgment Day, 6 people. Well,
and now with Roxanne Perez,
7
potentially.
Technically, Carlito's leaving, so it's 6.
Yeah. Hell, we was talking about this earlier. Stephanie Becker is going to end up tagging with
Rhea. I mean, that just makes sense. After she wins about 15, titles, because they need somebody to take this off of Charlotte. But that is for another Hot Takes video.
Yeah.
But going into Lyra and Becky actually kind of made the match interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lyra was wanting to whip some ass yesterday.
I will say the only thing I don't like about Lyra is she sounds like a little kid on the mic.
Yeah.
No disrespect at all.
You could tell she's trying to be tough, and stuff like that. Because to tell you the truth, she has to be. You're the women's IC champion.
Yeah.
You have to prove to the WWE universe why someone wants your title. So you gotta show that you're a badass. And who else to show that to is
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, the man.
The man.
So I'm looking forward to this match on Saturday, June 7th, Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California.
I can't believe it's this Saturday.
I
got so much content to edit by the end of this week.
But yeah, I feel like last night's little promo between her and Becky, she was showing that, hey, I'm a bad. I don't want to say it just in case. Insert
word here.
Yeah.
Again, I really do. She sounds like a kid on the mic. It's unfortunate because she's such an amazing wrestler.
Oh yeah.
But the minute she started, Becky, why don't you just fight me? I'm like, are we in like kindergarten again? Like, fight me. Why don't you just fight me here? We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just fight me now. And then Becky just comes. Tulsa, Oklahoma doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
I'll see you in like the way she said Los Angeles, she was like, I'll see you in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then she just dropped the mic. I was like, what a heel move.
Yeah. That Tulsa wasn't good enough to see her fight.
Yeah. Again, she sounded like a kid. Her pitch went high. I'm like, no, you need to sound like a champion.
I mean, maybe she'll get there with a couple more steroids and
that's insane. There's a stipulation on this match, right?
Really?
Yeah. So if Lyra wins, Becky has to acknowledge her and like raise. Becky has to raise her hand, and then
so
if
forth.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
No.
So
if Becky wins, Lyra has to raise her hand.
Yep.
And then if Becky wins, Lyra has to raise her hand. If Lyra wins, Becky can't go after the title as long as she's champion.
Yeah.
So,
Which we already know that Lyra's going to win because, I mean, to tell you the truth, Becky Lynch probably doesn't have that much time left to be in the WWE since she is pursuing acting career.
I also think now's the best time to put the championship on her.
Yeah.
So she can become like the new Grand Slam. I know she's like the only person who was like an actual Grand Slam, but now it's like more titles. But
I think, but hopefully, for the love of all that's holy, let it be a good match on Saturday.
And I think it will. I mean, it's definitely gonna. I have more interest in this match than the one on the Raw. Like, I don't think the one on. I was not interested or excited for that match.
Yeah, if it happened last night, I wasn't. No, I wasn't beat either.
But then we got some. We got another qualifier, and we talked about him a little bit. We got two qualifiers tonight.
Yeah,
one.
So we have
two.
The women's qualifier was Stephanie Vaquer doing her debut Raw match as being part of the main roster now. Yeah. She's part of Raw, so tune in to Netflix every Monday at 8 p.m. She was going against Ivy Now and Liv Morgan. And what a match that was. They were giving it to each other.
So,
like,
I want to bring this out.
Yeah.
And I want to offer this. And this is for you guys if you haven't watched our prediction videos yet. It's going to be coming out tomorrow. These will become whatever. You'll figure it out. We made our predictions already.
They will be coming out this week, so make sure you subscribe and ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling bell.
You said that, but you didn't want to say bitch.
It's not like I said the penis, What do you do with a bell?
As you say penis.
Yeah.
All right. Do you officially? I'm going to give you one last chance. Do you want to change any of the results?
Yes.
Who do you want to change?
I'm going to.
If you change the same one I'm going to change, we're fighting.
Changing Rhea to Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, that's what I think is going to happen, but to be honest, it might not go that way because since she just got into the main roster, I don't think they're going to throw a title contract at her straight out of the gate.
You know, the rumor was she was supposed to be signed like instantly when she signed, but she said, "I don't want to. I want to go to developmental." She chose to go to developmental.
I mean, she got some accolades. The first woman from South America to hold 2 titles in NXT.
Chile.
You know, so I mean, she's doing her thing, and you know, I'm glad to see her on the Raw main roster and see how this character develops, because like we just said, there's so much talent on both main shows, so it's like how they're gonna fit everybody in. But yeah, I think she'll win the Money in the Bank contract.
So it's official. We got new predictions. You won't know this until the after show, so I'm going to put them upside down. So if you want, you can screenshot them. Actually, hold on. So if you want, here are new results. You can go ahead. Ready? I'll do you one even better. Here are our results. If you want to just go ahead and screenshot them so you can see what they are. I'm such a heel. It's like not even funny. I love being a heel. I would 10 times out of 10 want to be a heel than a babyface. It is so easy to make people not like you. All my lift and love. On this show specifically, I'm only going to be a heel. But in real life, you can come up to me, say hello. We can sign autographs, which we will be doing one day. Anyway.
One day. Sooner than you think.
Yeah, 100%. What else happened? Oh, El Grande Americano, the greatest luchador of all time, won and is qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Unfortunately, I really don't think he's going to win.
I mean, it was a good main event. Not to skip what happened earlier. I mean, we had Judgment Day with their tag match.
Brother, you just really hate El Grande Americano, don't you?
I don't hate the guy. It's Chad Gable. He's a good wrestler.
It is not Chad Gable.
It's just
you literally were like, whoop, skip right over that.
Yeah. No, we'll get back to El Grande Americano.
I mean, let's just talk about it because there's really not much more after that. So
I mean, the tag match was okay. You know, they faked out the New Day, which was funny as hell.
Hilarious. Ouch.
You know, it was a good tag match. You know, Kairi Sane and Raquel had their first singles match together. Of course, Liv was wanting to cheat for her friend, her sister.
Her gigantic 6'5" sister.
I mean, hey, Io Sky came out to help Kairi. And
bro, can we talk about this real quick? This should have been on the Hot Takes video. Io Sky might have the best theme song in WWE.
Yo, that bass drop. I could agree, because to be honest, the beginning of Logan Paul's intro almost sounds like the bass from Io Sky's. If you listen to them side by side, you're like, oh shit, you know. But
Logan Paul's lyrics go crazy.
Yeah. But so that was a good singles match, you know.
Again, I think a lot of this is like nothing super out of the box, nothing that jumps out.
No, they're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do nothing like major
on the lead up show.
Yeah, on the lead up show, except for
the go home show. Sorry, the go home Raw.
Yeah, except for of course what happened at the main event.
Yeah, I just really am starting to dislike the Raw tag team division.
Yeah.
It is so much inferior to the SmackDown tag team division.
Dude.
Like there's
SmackDown has high flyers. That's why. You got dudes that don't give a shit.
But there's levels to this, and Raw's under the table, right? You can't even see it. Like
but
I could do a whole podcast on it.
But you got to look at it this way. For the flagship show, you will figure that, you know, they would do something, and that's probably what they're doing now, you know. They're having the champions, the biggest heels in the game right now, you know, and everybody wants the tag titles. Because after that tag match with the Judgment Day and the War Raiders, now the Judgment Day is trying to go back for those tag team titles, you know. So
it's tough. The tag team division is rough.
Yeah.
What else happened? Oh, so the Judgment Day segment, no Carlito. Even though he said he's 2 weeks away, I don't think they were ready for him to make that announcement.
To tell you the truth, I didn't even pay attention to that. I know when they showed the segment, you know, it was more about Liv complaining about Roxanne and calling.
No PlayStation, no Carlito.
No nothing.
No nothing.
But what I liked about that segment was Liv pretty much called out Finn Balor. I mean, I knew he was up to something.
Yeah.
And then the way he slapped the IC title when he said, "Oh, everything's gonna be good." Yeah, nah, dude, you're contemplating some shit, and
So here's the question: is JD on Finn's side or is JD on Mysterio's side?
ooh,
That's a good question.
yeah, that is because he's loyal to both. Because hell,
Especially
when he
without Carlito.
yeah, and on top of that, he helped both of them during that IC match, and he was happy as hell to do it for both of them. And then he was happy for Dominic to win the title, but you can tell that Finn wasn't. But I think JD's not. I'm not saying that he's oblivious to it, but he's thinking like, oh, we're a big happy group, so that when the time comes, we'll find out.
It's about time that the Judgment Day breaks up, and that I think it's been brewing for a while. I think a couple people need to break up. I think
It should have been
Judgment
broken up
Day,
when Rhea and Damian left.
I think Judgment Day needs to break up, and I think Austin Theory and Austin Theory, Grayson Waller need to break up. Couldn't think of his freaking name for some reason. I think the Judgment Day should have been broken up for a long time by now, but they ran with it. It got a little bigger. They felt like they can, what's Finn gonna have his own group, and it's just gonna be Liv, Dom, and Raquel. What does that look like? You know what I'm saying?
The same like everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, cool. You wanna keep on with the Judgment Day. I think the reason why everything is going on right now is because they're trying to find somewhere for Raquel. I mean, not Raquel, Roxanne Perez. They're trying to find where they can put her so she can learn, so she can do her little maybe opening matches or mid-card matches, whatever, just to get her warmed up. And then she'll probably dip on them or disassociate herself with whatever, group that she's with. And then she's going to do her own thing. Right now, that's going to create a beef between Liv and Roxanne. Is it necessary? No. I think it's kind of like repetitive. They did it to Rhea. Now they're doing it to Liv. So, I mean, it's starting to get to the point that it's like you said, let's just break that group up. Everybody, if you want to be a tag team, cool. If you want to go singles, cool. But this whole Judgment Day deal, it was good when it first started. Now it needs to go bye-bye.
For sure. And then talking about getting to the main, was there any other things that happened or main event?
I mean, of course you had what was it? Wasn't Sami Zayn fighting?
That's the main event.
Right.
Sami Zayn and Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed and Breakker.
Okay, the men's qualifier
Was Grande Americano.
That was the main event, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, I think the tag match wasn't a main event.
What?
Yeah, because
you could tell I don't watch Raw. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah. So it was Jay and Sami Zayn versus Von Breakker and Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah, and then they were well, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and then of course Seth Rollins came out and Sami Zayn and Jey Uso won because Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed got disqualified because Rollins came out. And then of course CM Punk came out and everybody was just fighting everybody. Now, yeah, the Money in the Bank qualifier for men's was the main event, and then it was a good match. I mean, they were giving it to everybody. And then, of course, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker came out. And then, of course, Sami Zayn came out. And then
I think the Jey Uso Sami match made no sense with him and them tagging against Bronson Reed and Breaker.
Yeah.
First off, from an offensive standpoint, what the hell were you thinking? Second off, it just makes no sense. Jey Uso's got a title match, not only on Saturday, but if he does win, he's not. It's not up for grabs. But going into Monday, he is actually fighting Gunther, which they had a segment backstage, and I need my camera for this. I can't stand Gunther's character. I think it's so overhyped, and everybody loves him. He is the most boring wrestler to watch right now. Sorry for the hot take in the Monday Night Raw recap, but it just has to be said. He's so boring. When he wrestles, it bores me. I am bored watching his match.
Yeah. I mean, he's just the way how he presents himself is just a powerhouse, and that's just it. You know,
but he's not a powerhouse. He's not like height-wise yet. He's not a massive guy.
No,
it's not
he's
like
just
he's
a heavy
Braun
hitter.
Breaker.
You know,
Braun Breaker makes sense. He's not Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole bad guy vibe that they're trying to put with him. I don't know. I mean, don't get it wrong. Gunther he's a good wrestler. You know.
I mean, yeah, but it's boring.
But yeah, there's no life to it. You know.
This is me during a Gunther match. Oh.
So really, you wake up just to yeet. It sounds like WrestleMania.
All you hear is like the yeet, yeet.
Don't forget the
yeet. I don't like the build. Obviously, I think something's gonna happen. I'm predicting that Goldberg comes back because Goldberg doesn't like bullies, and he needs one more match, and I think it's gonna be against Gunther because Gunther's boring.
You think it'll be
And
when they go to Riyadh?
So is Bill Goldberg.
I mean, we'll see. Because Goldberg, he up there too in age, man. I mean, he's still big, but he ain't big like he was in the early 2000s.
I looked up age. Damn.
Yeah.
He's 58 years old.
Dude. He's up there.
Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, his last match is coming. They've already announced it. If it's going to be somewhere, it's going to be Saudi. They love him out there. They love all the old wrestlers. Yeah. That's why the Brothers of Destruction and Kane versed each other. Brothers of Destruction and DX fought in Saudi Arabia because they love they love the old timers.
Dude, and that's the big
worst
money right there.
Match in all WWE history.
They got that bank over there. That's why.
For sure. I don't like the way that's going with Jay. Like, you have so much talent, and you're just gonna have him versus Gunther. That makes no sense.
Well, Gunther, come on, he really does deserve a rematch. He got his belt taken away. He is the number one contender, so to speak.
I disagree with the rematch clause. I think it's so stupid.
I mean, that's how it happened with everybody back in the day.
But I never liked it. It's like, because like they used to do it with like John Cena and Randy and just drop. But they don't drop titles like that. Like he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
If you're going to have a rematch clause, go back and forth a little bit. But nowadays it's just a rematch clause. They lose. So what's the point of the rematch clause? Is it just like you got to double? And I get it why they do it for Jay, because Jay Uso needs a stamp of certification. Like, I am the champion. It didn't happen with Saturday Night's main event with Logan Paul because they didn't have enough time and they didn't let the match do what it should have done.
Yeah, that could have been a way better match.
And it's no discredit to Jay or Logan, but it needed to be like a stamp. Like, I am the World Heavyweight Champion. It wasn't that. And unfortunately, it hinders Jey Uso's character. So he needs. I get why they do it. He needs to pin. It doesn't feel like he's really the champion because he made him tap out so quickly.
Yeah.
He needs to pin Gunther,
Yeah.
which means he's going to be the only person on the main roster, NXT, anywhere in the world that has made him tap out and pin. Like,
but it's not going to be exciting because, you know, when it's going to happen? Next week on Raw. It's not a main event on a PLE. It's not on a PLE.
Which is a match
next week on Raw.
Yeah, which is a match I thought they would have waited till Saudi for.
I mean, something.
Unless something's going to happen and they're going to bring somebody out, but like, I don't know.
The only person that I can see that's going to come out is Seth Rollins because of the little deal that he's doing right now, or Logan Paul. I mean, honestly, depending on how Saturday ends, will dictate how Monday will. Because you heard John Cena. John Cena was talking trash to Jey Uso last week.
Some would say talking that shit.
Like, straight talking all the shit. So maybe Monday, John Cena, because they're going to lose. So maybe Monday he's being...
Hold on. Who's going to lose?
John Cena and Logan Paul.
I don't know.
I mean...
Not what I say.
Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it ain't.
Yeah.
Well, what I say is Cody and Jay's going to win.
Well, what I put down is basically the gospel, so you can take that.
Man, this guy. You see what I deal with? But yeah, so I think with Cena being pissed off and Logan Paul being pissed off after Saturday, they might interrupt Monday.
I mean, to be fair, it's better than being pissed on. I could do this shit all day. But no, I don't. I mean, I don't think they're going to win. I think Jay and Cody are going to win, but I put that down because they've been doing some weird-ass shit lately. And plus, it's a chance for Jay to eat a pin or Cody to eat a pin and not have a it's not a championship match. So this is the only time that I could see them actually losing because Cena's going to ruin wrestling.
Oh, check this shit out. I just thought of something.
Da-na-na, da-na-na. Live with breaking news, we have Alex. What a thought.
All right, so... Mind you, you have both champions wrestling the main event. There's going to be a Money in the Bank winner earlier that night.
Oh, we were getting there. I'm up.
What if
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
somebody does like what Drew McIntyre did?
The stupidest cash in and all. I'm gonna win. He literally said on the Monday before, "I'm gonna win Money in the Bank. I'm gonna cash in the main event." You could have at least waited. You didn't know that you were just gonna do that,
And he still didn't even get the belt. But what if that's what happens Saturday? And then it just goes to credits, and then we're like, "What the hell just happened?"
but like, so obviously, we both have Seth winning, so that's the gospel. If Seth wins,
He's going after Jay
why?
because he wants his title back.
I'm taking the WWE Championship over the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, but you know the deal. Whoever's WWE champion, they're the face of the company. Seth Dunn did that. Cody is going to be the face of the company like he's been this past year. It's just I think they're waiting.
Seth and Cody have had some bangers.
Oh yeah, but I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Seth is probably going to win, right? He's probably going to cash in. Would be smart. You got Cody Rhodes and him going against John Cena and Logan Paul. Jey Uso's probably going to be all worn out, fucked up, and then Seth Rollins is going to come with his damn briefcase. Who did he choose? He's not going to choose John Cena. He's going to choose Jey because he wants his title back, the World Heavyweight title. Cash in, and then we're like, oh, shit, what the hell? Credits goes off, and then...
It's like 1, 2, cut.
You know what I mean? That could be a way to end the night. Then we can honestly, after we do our podcast for Money in the Bank, we can literally be like, all right, they've redeemed themselves with Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Will they do that?
Yo, a 3-2-1 blackout would be crazy. Just like 3, 2. Oh, I did it prematurely. 3, 2, 1. And it just cuts out before they even.
And then you got the credits and all that.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, that will. I think that will be more possible to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Seth is going to interfere
Because-
himself, regardless.
Yeah, because Night of Champions, you're gonna have Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso, or would you have Cody Rhodes versus, or John Cena versus Jey Uso? I mean, this whole John Cena Cody Rhodes shit, I don't know where it's gonna lead off. I have a feeling that they're gonna retire him with that undisputed title just to get that shit out of here and come out with a new
Get that
WWE
garbage
title.
somewhere else.
I mean, it's a beautiful title. Don't get me wrong.
Is it?
It's, I mean,
Is
it's
it?
the same as every title they did after they remade it to that style. All they did was just put more gold on it. But I think that title is going to go bye-bye, and then we're going to get a brand new WWE title.
Yeah.
Because they did hint of the return of the Winged Eagle.
Which is nice, but like it's still not the championship.
No. But I think that's what they're gonna do. I think Cody Rhodes is gonna end up being the new WWE champion. I mean, John Cena is gonna take the belt with him.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, and
But yeah, I mean, there's not much. There's honestly not much more to say. I think Money in the Bank is going to be a good pay-per-view. Worlds Collide is also happening earlier that day, 3:00. I don't know how Stephanie. She's obviously opening the show at Worlds Collide. So I hope she's in good health and full health, and I really hope they put the freaking racket strap to her.
there's a lot of people wrestling at Worlds Collide, and then they're going to be at Money in the Bank.
Oh, I didn't know what I just did there. That was pretty cool. Sorry, I learned how to use the equipment a little bit better. I didn't know you could do that. As you can see my mixer board down here, we're live producing it. We're doing this. This is what we do here on the Lifting Love Network. So I'm excited for what's going to happen. Any final thoughts before we head out?
I mean, you got SmackDown coming up Friday, which SmackDown
no
is
qualifiers though, right? Everyone's in.
Yeah, everybody's done. Everybody done qualified. So I think SmackDown is just going to be a little like softer type of show. Like everybody that we don't usually see on TV is probably going to be on SmackDown this Friday.
It'd be cool if they did like one of them segments where everybody gets together and talks that shit, as they say.
But I think that's what they're going to do. So everybody that really doesn't get that much TV time and everyone that needs to start developing their character, I think that's what's going to happen Friday. Everybody's going to – because there's no way in hell. I mean, I give it up to those guys and women that can literally wrestle Friday and then do a PLE Saturday. I mean, more power to you, but – Worlds Collide's gonna be awesome.
Oh, I'm pumped for it.
Worlds Collide's gonna be awesome, and that's
Luchador
it's right across from the Intuit Dome, so you ain't got to go far.
The Kia Forum's right across.
Yeah, it's right across. So I mean, if you're there in person,
it's probably sick.
It's gonna be a great Saturday for you. Wake up early as shit, get you some breakfast burritos from the old Mama Son van, taco truck. Favorite restaurant, California is where it's at with the Mexican food.
Oh, bro, dude, it's literally 2 blocks.
Yeah, it's right across the street.
That's crazy.
So I mean, like for real, if you got tickets to Money in the Bank, you're gonna have a fun Saturday because Worlds Collide is right there. You can go, watch Worlds Collide, see all your best luchadors and NXT, WWE wrestlers, doing their thing, and then what? Is it supposed to end exactly when Money in the Bank comes on, or do we have like an hour or some time in between?
It's start time is 3:00 for Worlds Collide and 7:00 for Money in the Bank. So I mean, Valkyria's gonna have to go on first. Also, this is so sick how this is set up. Literally, it goes. I know you can't see, but it goes. I'm gonna show my camera. It goes the Kia Forum, which is where the Lakers play.
Okay.
Is that where the Lakers play?
Don't get me to lie.
Never mind. It's not where the Lakers play. I'm sorry. It's the Kia Forum. It's just a stadium. Then it's SoFi is literally across the street from it. And then you go one other block over is the Intuit Dome. This is a lot of crap in California.
And they start doing events on Friday. Is SmackDown going to be at one of those arenas?
It's Crypto Arena, and they're way on the other side. I think.
Is that where SmackDown's going to be Friday?
No. Kia Forum is where Worlds Collide's going to be.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know where SmackDown's going to be.
it's
a good question.
it's probably going to be in one of those. I highly doubt they're going to have trucks and airplanes flying from one city on Friday to Saturday. It might be. Who knows?
I mean,
but-
what I've learned is you don't know with this company.
yeah, anything could happen. But yeah, so we got Worlds Collide. That's going to be cool. That's going to be fun to watch. Money in the Bank. That's going to be, as Seamus says, a banger. I'm just excited. You know, we had Raw last night. Raw was decent. I mean, I can't complain. And SmackDown's Friday, and then we got Saturday is Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. So, what do you think? Like, what are you mostly excited for?
You are not going to believe this.
Uh-oh.
Brother, they're having Friday Night SmackDown 2 hours away from where, like, this company, something about the WWE, they move at a rate that no other company in the world can produce, edit, and create the type of content that they do. It's unbelievable. It's quite honestly ridiculous.
Yo,
the way that they can just move.
Their operations is crazy. Because you got to understand, there's other events at the same venue.
It's crazy. Like,
So
like you're not just leaving your shit there for a couple days, come back to pick it up.
No.
Like you have to get it out that night or the day after. Like these are massive productions. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, like I
The
give it
money
to
in
WWE.
the money in this is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. And
But yeah, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm most excited for Worlds Collide is going to be huge. I think we all know Mexican luchador wrestling is some of the greatest, greatest, hands down. Nobody can tell me different wrestling there is. The high flying, the technical wrestling, like all these different things. But what I'm most excited about, he's going to win Saturday night. It is Saturday, right? The 7th? Saturday night, he's going to win, and he's going to be Mr. Money in the Bank. And it's going to solidify the faction because they are going to destroy everybody in that match. Why do you think, besides Andrade, there's no true high flyers in that match? Why do you think? Well, I mean, El Grande, but not really like a super high flyer. I'm still shocked. They allowed El Grande Americano to bring back the headbutt. I thought that would have never been a move ever. He has Chris Benoit's finisher.
Yeah, he pulled it off, especially last night. That was caught him midair.
That was he literally like he went like that. It was
he caught him midair. I mean, I'll give it to him for that one.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I think that's all I got. I'm super excited. I think you guys should tune in. Let us know in the comments what you're most excited about. Let us know, what you liked about Raw, what you didn't like about Raw. If you agree with some of the stuff, if you disagree with some of the stuff, we want you guys to disagree because we get
Just
to talk
comment
about it
down below.
on here. You know what I mean? We got anything else?
No. I think we covered all the bases. We had a little bit of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed us just going back and forth, bullshitting around. I mean, can take us serious or you don't, but
yeah, I wouldn't take him seriously either. But until next time, this was again another podcast here on the Lifting Love Network. We still don't know what the name is, and maybe it's a fun little thing. For a couple of weeks, we don't really know what the hell the name of this is, and maybe you guys give us a suggestion. But until next time, there's
write
only one
down
thing
in the
to
comments what should our podcast be called.
There's only one thing to do, and that's lift, love, crush, hate. But more importantly, I got 4 letters. Hold on. See, the camera wasn't even on me that whole time. I said most important thing to do after you hit smash. I mean, absolutely
Smash it.
Obliterate that subscribe button. Is lift, love, crush, hate. But most importantly, I got 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.